Hi YouTube, my name is Eric. If you're new visiting my channel, thank you for watching this video. Click the like and subscribe button. Make sure to join us. I'm a recovering addict. I deal with anxiety, depression, PTSD, ADHD on a daily basis. I fight a battle that most of us fight every single day, and I created and designed a channel and a movement around that of making sure that nobody goes through life alone. So make sure you click the like and subscribe button. Love to have you along for the journey with us. And to everybody who has subscribed, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Hi YouTube, this is Eric. I wanted to do a video on the positives of drama, and the reasons I wanted to do something on the positives of drama and what's happened in the mental health community is because if you're like myself and you struggle with depression and anxiety, a lot of times our brains focus in on the negatives and it just draws us in and it keeps us in, and we only look at the bad, horrible, sad side of things. One thing I'm a huge believer in is always, I believe in second chances, I believe in other people, I believe in people helping people, and we have to find the positive in things. We have to be open-minded because we're all different. We all share different experiences. We've all been through different things. Our brains are all different. And the more that we're open-minded to others and the more that we see things from others' perspectives, the more that we know that it's okay and the more support that we end up finding, the more awesome people that we end up finding. Because let's face it, when we're depressed and we're going through anxiety and we're getting sober, a lot of this stuff, we feel very alone. So finding those right tools and resources and people is huge. Out of all this, I want to just share what I found were the big benefits of this and not focus on the negatives and not draw down. The positives that I got out of everything that's happened, first one is Head of Gold. She has an amazing channel, and I have subscribed to her channel. I have her link down below. I love what she's about. I love how real she's about, and I know that there's a lot of emotion when it came to everything that went on, but looking back at it and looking at these amazing, strong individuals, she's amazing, and I love her channel. I love how real she is, and she just tells it like it is, and I love that she can't edit the videos, and she doesn't edit the videos because it's that much more real, and it's that much more raw. Finding real people like that are no bullshit, this is how it is, really lets us know and help us call ourselves out on some of our pitfalls maybe. And what I mean by that is, I've lied to my doctor before. I don't know how many other people have. When he asks me how I'm doing, I say I'm doing just great. And inside I'm going, oh my God, all this is happening. I don't want to share. Finding that realness, that rawness, letting us know that it is okay to be not okay and to reach out for help makes it amazing support. It helps remind us that, hey, we're not alone. We're not the only ones that do this kind of self-talk. Hedda's channel's awesome. Another channel, Gary from Bipolar Corner, he's gotten a lot of the publicity, a lot of the acknowledgement that he really deserves because this man is from the heart. He's real. He shares about his experiences. And again, that's what it comes down to. We're not doctors, counselors, any of that. We're more mental health advocates than anything. And we want to just share our experiences, let you know what medications work for us, what medications didn't work for us. Why? Not to tell you, like with me, for example, that if you're ADHD, you need to take Adderall. No. I want you to know that trial and error is important and that finding the right medication is important, and what worked for me might not work for you. The doctor that worked for me might not work for you. It's finding what works for us. Again, we're all different, and the more that we hear each other's experiences and each other's shares, the more that we understand that, hey, if this didn't work for me, not giving up and trying something else different. And Gary does a great job of explaining that. Also, he suffers from a lot of things that I don't, like bipolar. I love finding out and hearing about that. And so does Solomon. As you can tell, he heard that and he wanted to even say hello to Gary there. It's meeting those different people and hearing their experiences that, again, remind us that we're not alone. Leafy Greens, again, their channels are down below. Awesome. I mean, when I started watching what was happening, a lot of emotion, a lot of terrible different things, and just felt like you're just dragged through the ringer. But looking on the positive side, her channel's gotten all the exposure that it deserves. People have found these channels because of it. Her channel is amazing. Her experiences are amazing. She gets to share on BPD and PTSD and what it's like, because let's face it, even when it comes down to PTSD, a lot of people don't realize that there's different types of PTSD and it affects us all differently with flashbacks and triggers. That's where the awareness comes, and it comes into the more that we share about it, the more people are aware about it, that the more that it's okay to talk about it. And the more that we talk, the more that we don't hold it in, the more that we don't feel alone, and the more that it helps us just to release it out. Just to get it off our chest is just a huge release valve. And with all the drama that came on, it was a huge release valve for a lot of different people to be able to share a lot of different things. Sharing these experiences, sharing what they've been through, knowing that they're not alone. Because again, We all can go to a very dark place. We feel invisible, or we feel that we're a burden. We feel just alone, and we battle to get out the front door. We battle to brush our teeth or do the dishes or put the bottle down, and you're not alone. And those three channels have gotten so much exposure that they really deserve. And yes, it might have been in a negative way, but the positivity, if you read the comments, is amazing. And that brings me to the second point of the thing that I find of the positive of what's happened. So many of us have found these different channels out here because of what happened, which was a negative, but turned into a positive because people started finding the support in the channels that really helped them. It's finding that true help, that true support of going, I'm not alone, I can relate to this person, what they're experiencing is similar to mine, and oh my goodness, this is what they tried. I would have never known about a weighted blanket if I hadn't watched other YouTubers explain the benefits to a weighted blanket. But again, all trial and error. I'm not a survivor of child abuse of any sort. For some, that weight on you could be a PTSD trigger. But for me, it's not. For me, it's a wonderful tool because when I put that on, it really helps calm me down. It relaxes me. It has so much benefit to me that I like to share those tools and experiences, also share the other side of it. That's the best part, is sharing both sides, being open-minded and saying my way is not the right way. My way is my way. My way might work for you. It might not work for you. It might just be a learning experience for you, whatever it might be, but it also might help. And the more that we share and the more that we tell what we found of resources that are free and tools that are free and websites and other YouTubers that are free, the more free resources, the more people get help. Because how many of us have insurance? Insurance is not cheap. And a lot of us don't have health insurance or medical insurance. So going to a doctor is not necessarily a luxury that some of us have. Finding these free resources like NAMI, Al-Anon, different programs out there like that allow us to share, be around others, find the support that we need and the tools that we need is huge because it makes sure that no one goes through life alone. So seeing people who've been able to find these channels and people that have been able to meet and talk to others is another huge benefit that's happened from the drama. Another big benefit, the live streams. And yes, the live stream kind of backfired on me in a sense one way, but the live streams have been amazing benefit because a lot of these individuals have started doing live streams, which is awesome. You like the live streams too. Last live stream we did, he got some donations and we got to go to PETCO and go get him some toys. Today's actually his birthday. So that actually worked out perfect. But the live streams is an amazing tool that's happened because of all this. Because a lot of us didn't know how to speak out, so we went to live streams. What those live streams did wasn't necessarily was us sharing our message and communicating. If you look at the live streams and you really want to see the magic of what's happened with everything, is look at the communication that goes on in the chats. You'll notice the chats do go a little bit quick, but how many people are meeting other individuals, subscribing to these other small mental health YouTube channels, relating to each other, telling each other to reach out to me, and here's my Twitter handle, and here's my Instagram, that all of a sudden we're not alone anymore. It's a beautiful thing. We're not alone anymore. We've started meeting each other and reaching out to each other, and we're drawn in by these lives to hear somebody's message. Next thing you know, somebody's talking about depression, and the message that's being shared could be on something completely different, and there's massive support being thrown out there, and there's massive shares being thrown out there, and they're going, hey, hit me up here. I got your back. Contact me here because I want to be your friend. I want to go through life with you. That's the biggest joy, is seeing how this community has bonded together instead of being torn apart, which usually drama can do. It didn't do it. It showed the true strength and inspiration to me of what mental health advocate can be, what this community can be, and what this community is now. This community is something that's extremely special, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. And I'm very proud to all the other mental health YouTubers out there that have the courage and the strength to share their experiences and share their stories, because I know it's not easy and it's scary as hell. It's very vulnerable. You're sharing something that's fucking close that you probably haven't shared with a family member or a friend, but you're sharing to strangers all over the internet. It's inspiring. It's inspiring to know that there is so much support out there and that strangers and people become friends and the support becomes real. That is awesome. So check out a lot of these lives. You know what? If you missed the live, check it out and just look at the comments. If you want to be inspired, look at the comments in the chat. It's awesome. It's awesome to see how many people have said, hey, if it wasn't for this drama, I would have never found your channel. A lot of channels out there have been discovered through that. And again, it's finding those positives in things. It's taking this pile of shit and going, where are the flowers at? Because I know there are some flowers that are going to grow out of this, and there have been. There's been amazing flowers that's grown out of it, And it's been amazing how many people found the channels that really give them the support that they need, that they would have never known about before if it wasn't for everything that took place. And yes, it was hard, and it was for a lot of us emotionally draining, and it was an emotional roller coaster, and we had extra doctor appointments, and we were taking extra meds, and we're trying to fight through this. But now looking back, that it's over with, that there has been so much support and camaraderie amongst everybody. It's just inspiring, and don't let up. And if you ever decided that you want to blog, or that you wanted to start your own website, or you wanted to vlog, do it. I have all the support for you in the world, and hit me up and let me know. All my social media links are down below. Let me know. I want to support you and root you along on the way, and let you know that your voice deserves to be heard, because your battle is a battle that so many of us fight, that we love to know that others are doing it with us, and we love to give out that support, because when we give out support and we give it away, it comes back to us when we don't ask for it. And that's what shows as true support to me. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist. I give out my phone number. It's not a hotline, it's not a crisis line. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, depression, anxiety. I'm a recovering addict from alcohol. I've lost a wife and a father to suicide, and I don't want anyone to go through life alone. I don't want anyone to have to battle through life alone. Came out from all this drama is the Discords. It's taken a tool that was initially for gamers and turned it into mental health advocate. It turned it into a mental health community. It's turned it into mental health support, and it's free, and it's anytime, real time, all the time. I have a Discord out there for mental health. The link's down below. Levy has one. There's been multiple of these Discords now set up. That's just real support of real people. And just to get to meet people and know that we're not alone. And it might not have to deal with anything from depression. We might need to go on somewhere and see some memes that we need to laugh at, or some jokes that we need to laugh at, or share some pictures of our dogs or our animals that we need to laugh at. He heard dog. I heard dog. I want to be the dog. I'm the dogs. And it's sharing that, and it's seeing that, because we need to know not to go through everything alone, and that we can't get trapped and wrapped up in our own brain, and we can't always go down that negative hole. And there are little things that we can do that will help us fight our way out of there, knowing again that we're not alone, finding these channels and what they've shared, knowing we're not alone, knowing that, you know what, we understand what it's like when you talk to a family member and they say, just cheer up, you should smile, or going into that doctor appointment and we're lying to our doctors that we're okay, and inside our head we're freaking out. It's all right. It's all right to, I understand if you're one of those that are out there that you're afraid to talk to your doctor and you're almost afraid of them, but you know that you need them. Or counselors. I mean, there's so much, but this community has bonded together so well. I mean, check out a lot of the Discords out there. Check out the channels that I had mentioned if you haven't seen them yet. Subscribe to them. See what they're about, because they have amazing shares. Amazing shares. You check out the different things on Twitter and the different social media. Check out these lives when you see a live pop up. And if you're struggling, chat up in the live that you're struggling, or that you're sober off of heroin, or whatever it might be. And you'd be surprised how much support is thrown your way, because that's people caring about people. It's people helping people, and it's fighting through each day to make sure the next day's a better day for us, because it's worth that fight. And I can tell you this: if you're alone in the darkness, not only will I sit with you in the darkness till lightness comes, my dog will, and all these other people out there that didn't realize that there's such a strong community, that they found this community through a negative, that have turned it into a positive. And together we're making the difference. Together we're breaking that stigma. Together we're making it easier for others to talk and for others to share and others to know they're not alone. So there have been positives. Just remember, no matter what happens, always try and be open-minded. Try and see it from all angles. Try and understand the other person. And if they agree with you, wonderful. But if they don't agree with you, that's where the true learning and the true growing happens. And find out why they don't agree. Be open-minded to that. And that's how we grow as a human being, and that's what made it, even for me, a personal experience of being very open-minded and understanding and forgiving, and also realizing it too that, my way isn't the right way. Your way might not be the right way, but it might help somebody else, and that's what matters, that might and that could, because it's worth that fight. So thanks for watching this. If you haven't clicked the like and subscribe button, please do. Join us for this. It's awesome. I can't wait to what happens, and just the exposure that happens, and the awareness is happening, and just the camaraderie that's happened. It's amazing. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope you got something out of this. Check out the Discords. Check out the channels. Check out all the support out there. Check it out. Be a part of it. If you're struggling, you're not alone.